It's time to breathe again on the Breath of Fresh Air webcast on YouTube and Facebook. Patrick, you stay quiet. Let's keep this.
It's so hard though.
I know you looked up right when I said it. He was like, "Oh man, I almost said something." So hey, everybody, welcome to the show. We're glad to have you here. And as you can see, I have Patrick with me. I am Charles, and we have a lot to cover. So let's get right to it. So let's just go ahead. We'll just start. We'll just go ahead and start with Championship Sunday that's coming up. We'll get our predictions in here on record. So you have in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers went into New Orleans and beat the Saints 30-20. So they will be going up to Green Bay into Lambeau Field to play the Packers. And then on the AFC side, you have the Buffalo Bills, fresh off of their win over the Baltimore Ravens. Good pick on that one, Patrick. Fresh off of their win, they will go to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. No word on whether or not Patrick Mahomes will be on there. All indications are saying he will be fine to play. But right now, he's going through the concussion protocols. So we'll see and we'll follow that up. But let's get these picks on record, Patrick. We'll start with the NFC. Who do you have coming out of there? And what's your score?
I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know yet. A lot of me wants to go with Tampa, man. I really do, but I'm gonna go Green Bay. I'm gonna go Green Bay, and this is the reason why. I think Tampa's going. I think Tampa's soft, man. They're gonna go in. They're gonna go into Lambeau Field. Like, dude, we've talked about this many times, man. Green Bay, even with no fans, man, they're hard to beat in Lambeau Field. They just are. There's a lot of pride in that field, and whether there's fans in there or not. But I think it boils down to one player, man, and I think it's Aaron Rodgers managing time clock, not just going in there throwing the ball all over the field, running it all. I think Packers win because time management, and you got to keep Tom Brady off the field, and that's the reason why. So with that being said, I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to go 23-17 Green Bay.
All right, good score. I have Green Bay as well. I think Aaron Rodgers is on a mission right now. This dude is playing at he's on a really high level right now. And as it stands, this man has 50 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions. Really? A 10-to-1 ratio, touchdowns to interceptions. And then, going up there to Lambeau Field, forecast says it's going to be in the 20s with some snow. It just doesn't look good for Tampa Bay. I know they have Tom Brady. I get it. He's used to playing in cold weather there in New England, or playing all those years in New England. The way I felt last week, and you remember when we were talking about this, Green Bay being up there at home, I just don't know what team was going to go into there and beat them. I felt like the Rams might have been better suited for it because of their defense, but Aaron Rodgers kind of shredded that defense. So, so I just didn't like the forecast for either Tampa Bay or New Orleans. Oh, one more thing about Tom Brady, Patrick. There's a lot of people who are out here talking about or just singing Brady praises all of a sudden. You remember, so a lot of these same people were the ones saying, "Oh man, he wouldn't be nothing without Belichick." And now all of a sudden, hey, y'all need to give Brady his respect. I'm like, shut up. Give me a break. Yeah, now all of a sudden you want to be on the Brady train? Stop.
We've been saying that for years. I mean, I'm telling you, dude. I was on the whole. I was on the whole point of giving Brady his respect. That one year he took the Patriots to the Super Bowl and had no wide receivers and no running backs. That's the year I was like,
he's good.
That dude's for real. That dude's for real. I mean, look, I'm not even going to sit and even tell you I even think I know any stats, but that man threw a crap ton of touchdowns and hardly any interceptions. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think it was no 10-1 like what Aaron Rodgers is doing right now. But Tom Brady did his thing that year, and I started giving him respect then. So, yeah, I should have jumped on that train 2008, whenever it was.
Yeah. I mean, I think, but in this game, the game where they beat the Saints, it was, I think he threw for 200 yards. So it's not like he just set the field on fire in the Superdome. The big difference was he didn't turn the ball over. And Drew Brees had 3 picks. And
that was the thing right there. Drew Brees doesn't. I mean, Drew Brees does not do that, and he did it that night. What can I say? He just Drew Brees doesn't normally do that, and you would expect. Unfortunately, you would expect better from Drew Brees, but you have to give a lot of credit to that Tampa Bay defense. They put Brees in a lot of situations that I don't think he felt comfortable in. He was throwing bombs in, like threading needles, dude, and he still was doing that. And you gotta give credit to that Tampa Bay defense, man.
Well, that's the thing, though. He didn't throw the ball deep, and I think
he was across the middle and in between two defenders, and it was doing it pretty consistently until that first pick, and then that first pick was like started going downhill for him.
But they weren't deep throws.
No, I don't think he's got an arm to be throwing deep anymore.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Where I was going to go. The Saints, Drew Brees. I think what Tampa Bay did, they just sat on everything short, and they were playing this man under coverage, and you have safeties over the top. It really put a lot of pressure on him to try to complete these throws in, like you said, tight windows. And they were able to do that because he couldn't throw the ball deep. And they didn't try it either. So, I mean, that was the thing that was really striking to me about how the Saints were playing. Normally, or back in the day, it was deep throws.
I think it's the ribs, man.
Yeah, old age too. I mean, because Brady doesn't really throw a whole bunch of deep balls. Now, he throws them more than Brees does, but.
Well, Brees, dude, along with old age, I think those ribs are still tender.
I mean, 11 ribs fractured in a collapsed lung. He
wasn't the best man for the job right now. He just wasn't. And if you're looking at trying to make a Super Bowl run, and let's be completely honest, this is probably Drew Brees' last and final attempt to really make that run. You might want to have ran the backup quarterback. I can't think of his name. What's his name?
Taysom Hill, but he was hurt.
Huh?
He was hurt. He didn't play. He didn't play. He didn't play in that game.
Well, he should have. I mean, if he wasn't hurt, Yeah. But Drew Brees, he wasn't the man for the job anymore, man. New Orleans needs to start thinking about moving on.
Well, I think that you had Jameis Winston on the team too, and I feel like, to me, I was telling a friend this, he should have got a look. When Drew Brees got hurt, he should have had a few of those reps during the games, but it wasn't. It was all Taysom Hill. To me, that I'm not one to go against Sean Payton too much. I mean, Sean Payton's one of the best coaches in the league, but in this situation, I think Jameis Winston had to get a look there. If you give all the reps to Taysom Hill, okay, cool. You want to see what he has, but Taysom Hill's going to be there. You just signed him to a long-term deal.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of know what you're going to have with him. And Jameis, he's there for a year. He's a free agent after the season. So to me, it seems like he should have got some reps in those games, those 4 games Drew Brees missed, because you have to see what you can do with him. I know one thing, he could throw the ball deep. Something that I think they desperately could have used. As a matter of fact, he threw the deep touchdown pass they got.
Yeah, he went 1 for 1 with a touchdown.
Hmm?
He went 1 for 1 with a touchdown. So
yeah, so but hey, so we got Green Bay winning this game.
Yeah, Green Bay 23-17.
Okay, my score. Well, I'm going. I think Green Bay is going to win 34-21. Is what I'm going with. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is playing pretty well. And up there, Lambeau Field, 24 degrees snow. Yeah, I like Green Bay. All right. Well, AFC game, Buffalo and Kansas City. Who you got there? Now I know this one is kind of.
I'm going to go Buffalo, and this is the reason why. I think I would have went Buffalo, even if Patrick Mahomes was in, and I'm going with this whether he's in or not. I think Buffalo with Josh Allen, man, they're for real, dude. They are for real, and I'm gonna ride it. I'm gonna go Buffalo. I'm gonna go Buffalo 30-27.
I'm still wrestling with this, dude. I like Buffalo too.
I do, man.
I like Buffalo too. Because here's the thing with Kansas City to me, and this is even with Patrick Mahomes in there. People want to act like Kansas City's just been rolling over everybody. But if you look at it, even going back to 2018, it's not like they've just been killing teams. Yes, they have a good offense. Yes, they have Patrick Mahomes who could do some special things back there in the backfield. All kinds of weapons back there. But if you look at their games, they're not really killing teams. And look, I mean, even when they won the Super Bowl last year, they had to come from behind, 24 points to the Houston Texans, 10 points to the Tennessee Titans. And in the last few minutes, they came from behind 10 points to beat my team, the San Francisco 49ers, in the Super Bowl. This year, I don't think they've won. All right, excluding the game where all their people sat out against the Chargers, the last game of the season, I'm going to say that you could fact check me on this, but I'm going to say their last 7 or 8 games they won were all by a single score. So, I mean, it's not like they were killing teams. Huh?
I said check you.
Yeah, okay, cool. Like 7 or 8 games, excluding the Chargers game in the last week of the season. I think they won all those games by a single score. So that to me says, hey, because I know this is going off the top of my head. They won by 6 points to the Broncos. They beat the Broncos by 6 points. They beat the Falcons by 3. They beat the They beat the Buccaneers by 3. They beat the Saints by I think 6. That's just off the top of my head there.
No, so we'll go back to the Buccaneers. Well, we'll go back even a week before that. Well, we'll go back to the Jets. The Jets, they won 35-9.
Okay.
Then they beat the Panthers 33-31. They beat the Raiders 35-31. They beat the Buccaneers 27-24. Broncos 22-16. Dolphins 33-27. Saints 32-29. Falcons 17-14. And then lost to the Chargers 38-21.
Yeah. So all those games were one-score games, and everybody is making it out here like the Chiefs are this juggernaut. Look, I get it. Their offense is very, very explosive, but they're not. Even with that, they're not killing teams. That defense is still suspect. And so if you get a team like Buffalo, and I don't think Buffalo's going to come in there scared, Now they beat Buffalo earlier this year. Up in Buffalo, they beat them 26-17. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who we don't know if he's going to play, but he had a huge game against Buffalo that game. He ran for like 160, 170 yards.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
Well,
think I can go Buffalo too, man.
do it, dude.
I'm not really. I'm not feeling the Chiefs like that, like everybody else is.
And let's put this into perspective. So minus the loss to the Cardinals, which is their last loss, they beat the Chargers 27-17, the 49ers 34-24, the Steelers 26-15, Broncos 48-19, the Patriots 38-9, and then the Dolphins 56-26. If you recall, the same Dolphins that played Buffalo at 56-26 is the same exact Dolphins that the Chiefs only won by 3 points.
Yeah. So, and you know how it goes, Patrick, because it's like week to week. It is, but yeah, Kansas City looks like they can get got, and then they lost Patrick Mahomes in that game against the Cleveland Browns, and it was, I mean, they were just holding on with Chad Henne, like literally just holding on. And Andy Reid made some some we're gonna call them ballsy plays. He called some ballsy plays.
He does.
To run that play on 4th and 1, putting Henne out there to throw to Tyreek Hill. I mean, that is, yeah, it takes some guts. So I got to give Andy Reid that. But
yeah, but you know how many people saw that play coming?
Not many.
Well,
yeah, not many.
The 11 people on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did not think he was going to run it. I didn't. I had no idea. I did not think they were going to even snap that ball.
Not with Henne. And when he pulled back, and Henne goes, I went, no way.
Yeah, I know.
He got some balls, dude. I wouldn't have done it.
Oh man. So you have Buffalo 30-27?
30-27.
30-27. That's a pretty good score there. 27-24. Buffalo. That's what I have. So
I like it. I like it, man. Josh Allen, dude.
Packers Bills Super Bowl.
I am dude. I'm expecting nothing less from Josh Allen than to throw 325, 3 touchdowns. I mean, and no interceptions. I mean, I expect him to put up a game like this. I mean, this is what he has been waiting for. This is what the city of Buffalo has been waiting for. They better not disappoint. I'd be mad if they do.
Yeah, and look, in Cleveland, I mean, because Cleveland just kind of hung in there. And then they were able to get the touchdown to make it 19-10, and then that's when Mahomes went out. But yeah, Cleveland, same thing with them. They have nothing to be ashamed of, man. They it looks like they have a legit team. Yep.
And they got 2 number 1 draft picks coming out next year.
Yeah, the first rounders. Yeah,
they got Cleveland 2 first rounders with that trade earlier this year. Oh, yeah, they're going to be ready. And I can guarantee you, man, look, I didn't expect much from Baker Mayfield. Never have. But Baker, you played a hell of a season, man. That was a hell of a season. Congratulations on that, man, because I can tell you, I didn't expect much from you. Wasn't looking for much from you. And you put on a show. So, yes, sir. Congratulations on getting that far, man. And I look forward to watching him in the playoffs in the future.
Yeah, man, you give him a coach like Kevin Stefanski. And a lot of people were questionable about that hire, but he did a great job managing that team, making sure they played to their strengths. And it, for the first time in a while, it looks like, dare I say it, Patrick, the Cleveland Browns are stable. Dare I
I
say?
know, right?
Hey, you showed up late, Jonathan. How about those Chiefs? We both got them losing. How about that? We both got them
I
getting
got them
beat by the
losing.
Bills.
Buffalo gonna beat them, man. Buffalo
Yep.
gonna beat them.
Close though. We both have them losing. We both have the Chiefs losing by a field goal. So yep. Don't be done. Oh no, do not be a stranger now, Jonathan. You come back on there. But
Now that your team's getting beat, don't be scared now.
yeah. I mean, look, and then we'll say this with the caveat: neither one of us would be surprised if the Chiefs are able to pull it out. We're just thinking that the Bills, they're on a mission right now.
Bills are on a mission, and so are the Packers. And I can tell you, my personal opinion, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll probably have Packers winning.
Nope, thinking clearly, thinking very clearly, Jonathan. Hey, you know, if I am wrong, we'll be right back on here saying, we was wrong. Yeah.
Hey, if I'm wrong, I'll give you a shout out. I'll be like,
Yeah.
Jonathan, what can I say? What can I say? I'm a Georgia fan, so I know what it's like.
Hey, Jonathan, you better hope my homeboy is playing. you better hope he's playing. Get out of
I want to change my score.
Yeah. You get out this concussion protocol.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they put Henny out there and change my score. I'm gonna go 30-0 Buffalo.
Well, Patrick. Well, hey, all right. So we both have Buffalo winning. We both have Green Bay winning. So, all right. There's something that we have to get to, man, and this is the beginning of getting at people. It's like that contusion. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I guess they were saying that he was. I mean, because he was tweeting and stuff during the game, and I guess he probably wouldn't be doing that if he was in percussion protocol. But that's the diagnosis everybody keeps on saying, that he was on concussion protocol. It's crazy. But speaking of that Browns Chiefs game, there was a call in there where people are just complaining, and I don't understand why. So during the first half, the Browns were down 16. No, were they? Yeah. Browns were down 16-3. And they got some throws. Baker Mayfield put some throws on the money. He connected on one to Rashard Higgins. Higgins dove for the end zone. The safety for the Chiefs, Daniel Sorensen, met him there, and he knocked the ball out before the ball crossed the plane. So, a touchback. I'm upset because, man, screw that. Man, I see you, Jonathan. I knew you had to get an Oklahoma reference in there with Baker Mayfield. Stop it. But the ball goes out of the end zone. Huh?
Just say this. You ready?
Yeah. You gonna go 2000? You gonna go Rose Bowl on them? Let's go.
Hey, that was come from. Well, that was a hard fought game, dude. That was a high scored game I think I've seen in Rose Bowl history. But anyway, finish your back in the end zone.
Yeah, 54-48. Yeah, I remember that game, man, watching that. Why you coming at me, Jonathan? I didn't even say anything. Why are you talking about the Longhorns here? I said nothing. I didn't say a word. That's all right though. Get your shots in while you can. I know. Pew pew. Yeah. So, but no. The reason why I brought this play up is because people are over here complaining about this. People are complaining. Jonathan. People are complaining. People are complaining about this rule, and they're trying to make it like the Browns just got screwed because of this rule. It makes no sense to me. Look, here's the deal. The rule's the rule. It's not like the refs missed it. Not like the refs just went and they just started changing stuff as they went. The ball went out the back of the end zone before the dude crossed the plane. It's a touchback. That is the rule. Even Kevin Stefanski, the coach, said, we teach our players not to dive like that. Don't reach the ball out like that because something like that can happen. So, hey, the play was made, and that's how it happened. Nothing wrong with it. But I'm hearing all these people talking about, oh, well, they need to change the rule. They need to change the rule, and the Browns got screwed because of this rule. Look, here's the thing, Patrick.
It was 16-3. Browns didn't get screwed by any rule.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. When you, that's just like, look, just think of the end zone as the house. You're trying to get in there as the offense. The football is your key. You don't have the key. You shouldn't be allowed in. And you shouldn't even get some sort of other thing where they're like, well, they should just put the ball on the goal line. No, that's dumb. This is the stuff people were saying, Patrick. This is why I was like, y'all are stupid. Y'all.
All right, hold on. If you put the ball on the goal line, why would I hike the ball? It's a touchdown.
Basically, you're still rewarding the offense for fumbling. No, that's not how that works. That is stupid. No, do not change the rule. There's nothing wrong with that rule. It looks like a Texas play. Why you keep coming at the Longhorns, Jonathan? Why? What did the Longhorns do?
Man, keep doing it.
What did the Longhorns do? You sounded really salty right now, Jonathan. But it's okay.
Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
So let me get this straight. So you're gonna go ahead and display your Georgia shirt, and I'm the one who gets caught.
Hey, what can I say? What can I say? It's like this. He recognizes greatness when he sees it.
Oh shoot! And I keep
commenting about my ugly Bulldogs though, but whatever. They are ugly. Bulldogs are ugly. As long as we win, it don't matter. We ugly.
Yes, I know y'all got a lot of Big 12 banners. Can't do nothing in the college football playoff, but y'all have a lot of Big 12 banners. I'll give you that. No, we didn't win no championship. As a matter, you know what? Actually, hey, my hand is up too, Jonathan. We won that Alamo Bowl championship. What?
I'm sure a high school in Georgia won something. Maybe. Unless we blew the lead somehow against another Georgia team, which is quite.
We won the Alamo Bowl. But this is the stuff that's going on out here, Patrick. People are over here saying this rule needs to be changed. They don't have
Alabama. That's what we're
Alabama. So yeah, that's the stuff that is going on.
It's like this, man. But let's be clear about a lot of things. Look, people are going to say this because look, who wanted Cleveland's season to end? I didn't personally. I enjoyed watching a team of Cleveland's caliber not having these playoff wins for many years, trying to bring that championship to a city that deserves it, you know. But look, it's a hard team. Kansas City's a hard team to beat. They are. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. You know, you're professionals for a reason. And just to be complaining because a call didn't go your way, we've said this plenty of times in many shows. If you want to win, beat the team that's across from the ball. Don't worry about the refs. The refs are going to make calls. Either you're going to like them or you're not. But don't put it in the refs' hands to win or lose a game.
But in this case, the refs didn't do anything. That's the funny thing about it.
The refs normally don't do anything. They make the calls on the field. They have reviews that they go over. They have people in other cities making these calls as well. And when you have 6 refs on the field, You have 20 people sitting in a room in Atlanta, and you got 20 people sitting in a room in Dallas, and you got 30 people sitting in a room in New York, all looking at these plays, making the same judgment calls. It's not the refs. It's never the refs. It's the players. You have got to play your game, and Cleveland played their game. It's just unfortunately they ran into a Kansas City Chiefs team that was better than them. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I don't understand why when things don't go the way people want them to go, then they want to sit here and look for really, literally stupid excuses. Literally stupid excuses.
And that was
Blame
the
the
right
refs for
call.
everything. Stupid.
Yeah,
Really.
and it was the right call. It was the right call. It was a touchback.
Hmm.
And if that ball happened like that to Kansas City, Cleveland would be like, man, that's the best freaking rule in the world. No, you can't have it both ways. You cannot complain that the rule affected you and you lost your game. Mind you, you were down 16-3. Yes, it was a huge momentum change, but honestly, it really wasn't because Cleveland still made a comeback. They only lost by what, 5?
Yeah, 22-17. And
So I mean, Cleveland did their thing. They have a good young team. Jonathan just said they have a good young team, and they got 2 first-round draft picks next year. They're gonna be stronger. They're gonna be harder, and they're gonna be in the playoffs for hopefully a couple more years. So
now here's the thing also, because with that call, I guess when Stormston made the dive, they were trying to say that it was a helmet to helmet hit. Now, yes, the helmets did meet, but I mean, I think, all right, the NFL does need to fix this part. If you're going to try to review one play, then the whole thing needs to be reviewed, not just one part of it, and then the other part of it is not reviewable. So that's the only thing I would say to that. If you're going to review, if everything's going to be open to review, well, then have everything open to review. But it's the NFL, and we don't expect transparency from them. So
no, no, not until that commissioner changes.
yeah, so but yeah, look, the
But
coach
to me,
himself said it. We teach our players not to reach out there. I'm not going to fault Rashard Higgins for reaching out. He's trying to score, and sometimes that happens. You know, you're trying to dive, you're trying to get into the end zone, make a play. It backfired.
yeah, it happened. I mean,
So
it happens. And to me, that wasn't a helmet to helmet. I mean, he led with his shoulder.
yeah, and I think, and those are, to me, those are the hits where you should let those go. Like, I mean, because you're not going to eliminate helmet to helmet contact all the way through. It's just not going to happen. So there has to be some common sense in there somewhere to
Mhm.
where players can still, I don't know, play football. So
Well, but you know how that is, man. Like they're wanting an offense-driven league. They want to see lots of scores and drive up the price of tickets.
yeah. Well, all right. Well, Patrick, we're gonna start a new segment on here now. You know, we haven't done a hashtag episode in a while, so we got to get a third one into those, and of course, we gotta get our Dookie look segment set up too. Here's here's another segment, the STFU segment. Now, this STFU segment is going to start with 4 football players who just got loose on their Twitter handle or whatever social media handle they want to use, and they're talking mess from the sidelines. So I'm gonna I'm gonna point out these players, and they're gonna be the first 4 people in our
Mind
STFU.
you, to the viewers, this is the first I'm hearing about this, so
Yeah.
we're gonna be pretty good. So be ready.
Yes. So here we go. Let's start with Sammy Watkins. First, he's a receiver for the Chiefs. He got loose before they played the Browns, talking about, oh, the Browns aren't no competition. There's one problem with that, Patrick. Sammy Watkins not playing. He didn't play. He's out. How are people? So You're injured. Can you get on the field first before you want to start talking best? I don't get it. Do not understand it. Do not understand it. So yeah,
That's like keyboard. That's like e-thugs. I call them e-thugs.
right. Look at Jonathan. we must have struck a nerve when we
Bust that. Oh, that's good stuff, though. That's good stuff.
I love it, Jonathan. Love it. Man. So then, speaking of injured players, Odell Beckham Jr. gets on. You're walking away. Hey, look, hey, I'm gonna take a little break too.
Mr. Hot Tub Love. We're gonna talk about Mr. Hot Tub Love.
Yeah. Google, hey,
Okay.
YouTube that video.
I had to walk away. Absolutely, he is.
Yeah. So the Hot Tub Love. Oh, and apparently he likes some other fetishes. That's why Jonathan put "old dirty bastard."
Dude, remember when the player bent over to tie his shoe and he goes,
He didn't stop. We're moving on. But yeah,
dude, he goes, what's up?
So he out there, he talking about, oh, don't be surprised if we pull this upset. I'm like, dude, you're hurt too. Why are you talking? Why? Get out of here.
Jonathan, he needs more than medical help.
STFU club member number 2.
Absolutely.
And then let's go to Seattle Seahawks safety Jamal Adams.
Oh God, did he?
So after the
Rams, set up. That's what he needs to do.
So after the Rams lost to the Green Bay Packers on Saturday, here he comes. Yeah, we'll see y'all in Cabo too, or something like that. I'm like, wait a minute. The Rams are the reason why y'all are in Cabo. So how are you going to talk back to the team that knocked y'all out? Member number 3, STFU club. And here's the one of the all-time great ones to be, that out of all 4 of them. Chase Claypool, the receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, was talking mess about the Browns leading up into the game against the Chiefs. Talking about, yeah, they're going to get clapped. They're going to get clapped this weekend. That's it. What? No, that's not it. They clapped y'all. And that's why y'all are at home. Oh, yeah. Y'all got clapped too. So what? Like, how are these people
a 1-5 fourth quarter season?
Yeah, and then the big matter's worse, Patrick. So now he's going to talk about he felt like they were disrespectful when they were playing the game against them, and not the Steelers out of the playoffs. Talking about they were disrespecting Juju Smith-Schuster. Really, disrespecting Juju Smith-Schuster, the same person who's doing TikTok videos on people's logos and getting blasted for doing it. Give me a break, Chase.
Hey, you got a lot of subscribers, man. I'm just saying.
Good, and that is great for him. Look, I'm not hating on his TikTok channel.
You guys,
the players are going to remember that. Look, the players remember them dancing on his logo, so he was getting blasted.
Yeah, look, it's like this, man. The way I see it, dude, if you're gonna get on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever nowadays, TikTok, if you're gonna talk trash, do not get on your social media and claim that you're being disrespected.
Yeah, right.
All right, you know what? Let's put that Dookie Look segment in right now. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Come on.
and, and so, yeah, he did have the jig on his logo. Yeah, so I mean, so these four members, the first four members of the STFU club,
The
yes,
STFU Hall of Fame. There we go.
yes, yes. No, no, Jonathan. No burner accounts over here. No, we don't.
Here is the second installment of the Dookie look.
Burner accounts. It's so funny. I can't believe Kevin Durant did that.
We got a movie coming with Devin
Durant. We just reversed the letters.
What was his middle name?
We forget. I forgot what it was, man. I got to look at the movie script again.
We got to look at that. I think it was like Devin Iglesias.
Yeah.
Cold Corrant, which his nickname would be Dick.
Yeah. Yes.
Coming to a theater near you one day.
Yeah, because that goes with our LBJSN. Yeah, right. I remember that. So he's in hysterical. So look, all right. So Patrick, we gotta get serious here a little bit.
Yeah. We got like 10 minutes, so yeah.
So we have
next.
So here's the next subject here. So we're gonna go baseball here because the New York Mets had just hired a general manager by the name of Jared Porter.
This is not getting serious. We're talking about the Mets.
All the Mets. Yeah. So yes, we remember them for Mr. Met flicking off fans with 3 fingers, and ESPN blurted it out. But they just started turning things around. They got Francisco Lindor in a trade with the Cleveland Indians. They got new ownership. Everything was starting to look up and up. And this guy, Jared Porter, was supposed to be part of this reloading process to put the Mets back in prominence. Well, he just got fired this morning because apparently a story came out on ESPN's website where apparently he met this female foreign reporter, and it basically turned into harassment. 62 messages apparently. 62 messages apparently were sent, and she didn't respond to them. And included in some of these messages that were being exchanged, mostly by him, were pics. One of a bulge in his pants, and then another one of a fully erect penis. Now, I'm sure there are people out there who
wear the right jewelry to make it like a pretty dick pic.
I don't know. I haven't seen the pic. Okay, so actually no, take that back. I did read the article from me. Look, I did read the article on ESPN. Of course, it was blurted out. So I don't know. But they blurted everything out. But they had all the records on the site, like on that story.
Dang.
Yeah, this was a comprehensive article here. But he went and he sends these pictures off. Again, look, I'm sure there are many people out there who watch this show, and if you catch the time when we go ahead and we put the link out there for people to watch it, please leave your comments on this. I want to know how people feel about this. But I'm sure there are a lot of people out here who have probably sent pictures, or I'm seriously. So look. Let's be real. Look, we gotta put it out here, Patrick. Look, people that probably sent pictures to their significant other or their girlfriend or whatever the case. Let's make sure that they are warranted pictures and you're not just firing them off to people. Like, like,
Good morning, America.
yeah, you're not just going ahead and you're just firing off these pictures to people when they don't ask for them. That's harassment. That's what that is. That's not being persistent when you're firing off 62 messages and the woman is probably not responding. She probably doesn't want to talk to you. So, and it would go the same way if this was a woman talking to a man. That's harassment. So,
No,
so let just make sure the person you're sending these pictures to want them. That's
send me nude.
That's the moral of this story. Come on, dude.
Look, it's like this. I told you this before we got on the show. It's like this. Look, if you take pictures and there is a threat to your account getting hacked because of it, do it because people want them. Okay. If there is a warrant that your account will not be hacked because of it, then chances are you probably shouldn't be taking them. Just saying.
Look, Jonathan.
Kim Kardashian. Nobody wants those.
Jonathan is continuing the attack on. Man, we hit a nerve. Damn.
I'll tell you what. I guess. Well, I'll get online and I'll get some pictures of Jake Fromm. No problem. Maybe Nick Chubb. I guess pictures of Nick Chubb. See, Nick Chubb. There you go.
Sony Michel, who scored the final touchdown to beat y'all. Send that. As a matter of fact, send that as he's running into the end zone.
Let me find it.
So look, Patrick, look, but this is serious. It is. So look, if you're a guy or a woman, if you are over here, you have pictures that you're trying to send to your significant other or whoever it is. Can we make sure the person wants them first before you're just firing off these bad boys?
And nowadays, man, to be honest, like Charles was saying, nowadays, I mean, your significant other is even letting her phone or his phone be controlled by somebody else. Sometimes it happens, you know. He or she could have an assistant or an associate that works with them, and they look down at their Apple Watch and they say, "Oh, my husband just sent me a text message. Huh? What it's about? Hey, can you check and tell me what he said?"
It's an image.
It's an image.
It's an
image. And you can't unsee that.
No. So, I mean, goodness. I mean, and look, here's the thing. With Jared Porter, this dude had worked his way up to this spot. Was on the Chicago Cubs, was on the Arizona Diamondbacks, and was on the Boston Red Sox. So, apparently, according to, is it Sandy Almason? I can't remember his name. He's the Mets president.
Sandy Almason. Yeah, if we're saying that right, but I know his first name Sandy.
Right. Well, they were talking about the betting process as in when it came time to bring Jared Porter on, and he said, "Hey, look, we talked to the teams that he was on, and they didn't raise any red flags either. So, I mean, from all indications, I mean, he was good at the job, or they wouldn't. You would think anyway, they wouldn't have picked him to be their general manager."
Mm-hmm.
So some things, sometimes when you do these vetting processes, they get missed. And I mean, that right there, I mean, he was being a creep.
Yeah, that's a huge myth.
Yeah. So now he went from being Mets general manager to Now he's going to get investigated probably by Major League Baseball, and it just doesn't look good for him. But you know what, Patrick? Let's not end the webcast on that note. Let's end it on this one because this is a really good story. And I mean, it makes you think, dang, there is some goodness in this world somewhere. It doesn't seem like it sometimes, but there's some goodness out here. I'm going back to Buffalo for this. And Bills Mafia. So you know Bills Mafia. You know what they're known for, Patrick. Getting mustard and ketchup sprayed all over themselves during tailgate sessions, throwing each other through tables like it's a tables, ladders, and cheers match. It's WWE style all the time during tailgates. I guess not these days because of COVID, but when it was pre-COVID, my goodness.
Oh, and they'll be back with a vengeance.
Yes,
More
tables,
mustard and ketchup than you can handle.
tables on fire. I've seen pictures of husbands putting their wives through tables, and the wives getting up like, yeah, like it was just crazy. But Bill's Mafia is they have a lot of heart, a lot of compassion. And this is one of these cases right here, or this is the latest case of it. Of course, I think there's a pediatric center. I think it's a pediatric center up there in Buffalo that they actually contributed to naming after Josh Allen's late grandmother, Patricia Allen. And they, I guess, put some stuff together and they got that named after his late grandma. Here's the latest thing. So, they played Baltimore. Lamar Jackson went out with a concussion, or he was in concussion protocol too. Bills Mafia decided, yes, we beat them, but you know what? Let's donate to one of his charities. So there's a charity that Lamar Jackson has in Louisville. Of course, he played college in Louisville, but there's a charity, I think it's called Blessings in a Backpack, and basically it is a charity to help school kids. Just give them stuff like school supplies, food, just anything that they can put in the backpack for the kids. Bills Mafia they donated, they were able to get, I think, $336,000, something like that, like they're $300,000 together, and they donated that to Lamar Jackson's foundation. That Blessings for a Backpack. Now, how awesome is that?
That is what's up, man. I like that. And one of the things I always love, as I've gotten older is, I love talking trash. Always have. Wouldn't expect anything less coming back at me, but when you start getting older, you start realizing that you got to put value in people, and that's what the world needs is more people showing value in people. And I like this. This is what's up, man. I like this because, no matter what you do on the field, regardless of win or losses, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a football game. You know what I mean? Yes, these players depend on it to live their extravagant life. But when they come off the field, they're not players anymore. They're people. And with Lamar Jackson going out with the concussion, it says a lot to hear those fans of Buffalo doing that for Lamar because of his cause, and it's one of the causes that I've liked most out of any of the football players is the blessings in the backpack or whatever it was.
Yeah, blessings for in the backpack. Yeah.
I really like that Lamar Jackson does that because I wish, because he does it for those schools that are just nobody has any money for. I even think that he even puts like pencils and papers and stuff like that for the classrooms themselves as well, and then issues them out to the school, and then the school dishes them out to the students after they put certain things in the backpack. So yeah, $300,000, dude.
If I remember right, it was 336,000.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of backpacks. So no.
It's another fact check for me on those figures, but I think it was 336,000. That's what I remember seeing. And yeah, for them to just say, man, that yeah, we beat you. Our team beat you. Cool, but man, you have this concussion stuff like that. That's just awesome. Because remember, man, and Bills Mafia, they do stuff like this. Remember when they donated to Andy Dalton's foundation to say thanks for helping them get into the playoffs?
Yeah, but they do it. They do it. That's the reason why, like when I brought it up, I was like, I like to talk trash. Bills Mafia does the same thing. Yeah, they're talking trash while they do it, but when you come off the field, they're not players anymore. They're people, and it's just Bills Mafia's way of saying, hey, look, this is trash talk, yes, but at the same time, we are people, and I want to put value in your organization. So I like it. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like it.
If we get out of these COVID times, I'll tell you, man, those are two places that I want to go catch a football game at. I go to Buffalo and to go to Green Bay. It's on that short list. I know it's going to be super cold. That is okay. I'll brave these elements.
I want to go to Cleveland before LeBron goes back.
You so stupid. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the game in Cleveland too. And I want to sit in the dog pound too. So
yeah. With an Atlanta Falcons jersey on.
Well, y'all, that will wrap up this edition of the Breath of Fresh Air webcast on YouTube and Facebook. And that is what we are breathing on. So, everybody, check out the Breath of Fresh Air YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and keep the likes coming on the Breath of Fresh Air Facebook page. If you haven't had the chance to check it out, check out the article that I was able to put together. Remember, we talking about some of the additions that we're trying to add to this product. That is part of it, bringing back that blog site. So check out that article about James Harden and him basically being the latest of just a string of people in the NBA being straight babies. But check it out and read it and leave feedback on it if you wish. Also, yes, absolutely. And do you have a shorty coming out this week?
I do. I do.
Okay.
About the Jets. Spoiler alert.
Nice. Very nice. Well, yeah, so look forward to Patrick Shorty. I'll see if I get one in there this week. No promises. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But other than that, hey, just stay tuned and keep an eye on us, because I think a lot of things are going to start happening with this webcast. And for those people who are here liking the page, participating in the page, thanks a lot. Jonathan, thanks a lot for getting on here and talking to us. And hopefully we'll get some more people coming on there as well. But I think that time will be coming. So until then, everybody take care. Have a good rest of the week. Be safe, kind to each other, and we'll talk soon.